So, DJ, before we get started and stuff, since he went to the bathroom, that song, Stones, I've been working on an intro to it. It's basically, it's just going to go. Then you would come in. I got stoned. I love. Oh, 'cause I got my kidney stone. I'm never alone. So go like that, right. Yeah. And I think probably at some point, since we are getting big, and this is our EP, I think it should definitely probably be a harmonica solo at some point.
I can do that.
I mean, you didn't years and years of practice for nothing. But I don't know exactly. And do we want to talk to him after the show?
Probably. There's no need,
about
guys.
it.
I'm right here.
All right.
All right. You guys can. I understand. You got yourself a little band, and you want to do this.
It's not a band. It's called DickBullets.
Well, whatever. Right now is ShufflePod time. Seriously, let's.
It's not going to take ShufflePod time at all.
Well, it already is. So let's.
You were in the bathroom.
Looks like somebody's shooting an attitude, Dick.
Well, all right, whatever.
You'll see when the song comes out. You'll see.
Listen, it's probably only going to make the show better if we have this band.
All right, hey, whatever. But
right now, promote the show.
Right now, it's ShufflePod time. Let's get to this.
It's DickBullet time. All right.
I love DickBullets.
So, Woody, are you just not to poke the bear at all here, but are you going to introduce the ShufflePod with DickBullet, or is it welcome to the ShufflePod? They're DickBullet, and I'm Woody that can't play harp or
has no musical talent. Well, what are you going to do?
All right, let's go ahead and roll it.
Green the jealousy.
You have selected shuffle.
Welcome to the ShufflePod. I'm Woody.
Hey, I am George.
And I'm DJ.
DJ, why don't you rip me off a sweet chord on that thing?
Let me see, but I don't know which direction I'm holding it yet. Not that way.
Welcome to the ShufflePod. See, that's all it needs.
Yeah.
Woody is literally one note from this harp goddess. Or god. Not a goddess. Right there. That's the end of DickBullets, because I called him a woman one too many times.
That's okay.
He's like, go ahead, call me a woman again.
I'm going to make Woody happy, and I'm going to put the harp away right now.
Is that a velvet case?
No, that's
it looks like it's a cardboard box is what it looks like.
It is a cardboard box. I got this thing when I was a kid. My aunt Iris gave it to me.
You need a dirty red bandana. Isn't that what Janice used to put her harpo in?
Yeah.
It might be.
Yep.
Mine's in my little aviator box. It's a Honer.
It's a good brand.
Germany.
It's a good brand. Honer. Yeah.
Honer? Is it really?
Yeah, seriously.
Is it?
It's a really good brand.
The American Ace harmonica, made in Germany. Right on the front.
The American Ace made in Germany? Nice.
Yep.
Fucking Nazis.
Yep.
They stole even our harps. Home on the range.
Patent 1943.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the war.
So, Woody, you're still alive. You're not electrocuted.
Yeah. My studio's in disrepair. I got a little TV tray I got the computer set up on. George, I've had a hell of a week. It was when was it? It was Wednesday night. We're just about ready to go to bed, and the lights start to flicker a little bit, and just
it's a haunting.
I was going to say, Woody just thought it was Halloween.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
it is October,
man.
But like the power goes out for a second, then comes back on, and it was the whole house. It was crazy.
Did you buy your wife a new doll?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
you
it
just
must
saw
be
a shadow
Caroline.
person at the bottom of the steps.
Yeah.
But so I'm I go down to the basement to check the breaker box, and as I'm going down to the next floor down, because my house is 4 floors, so I'm like down.
Oh, he's very rich.
No, it's just a split level.
It's a very exclusive home, 4th floor. The
bellhop, carry this to the 4th floor, please.
We've got a dinghy that's attached onto a lariat. Would it be a lariat that hangs out the window? I don't know. A lariat. We'll call it a lariat because I'm so rich I just make my own language. You know?
It's very tangential.
But no.
So anyways, as I was walking down to the to get to the box, just right out of my studio, I hear this like crackling noise, and I go in there, and there's a separate box, separate breaker box for the air conditioning that's just above my head in the studio, and it was just sparking, like throwing sparks out.
Holy shit, are you serious?
Yeah, very serious. So I shut it down, and that shut the whole house down.
Long story short, I tried to burn his house down to take off with DickBullets. I tried to get rid of him.
I mean, if this was VH1, it would be like VH1, behind the music. DickBullets, DJ, the harp player from DickBullet, really got... It's not DickBullet. I'm sorry, it's DickBullets. Because it's not just one single, because we're two. We're two people.
Does
come together.
Everything have to come back to DickBullets? Can I just finish my fucking story?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
So anyways, I shut the power down, and I wasn't about to turn it back on. So I sent my wife and my kid to my parents' house for the night, and I stayed here with the dog. And next morning, went to work, came back, and I took like a partial day, and had an electrician come out, and there was just water. I guess the lines on the outside of the house that go to from the meter into the house, some of the insulation had like worn out of it. So water was just getting inside the wiring and running right down to that box. And
sounds safe.
Oh, yeah, terribly safe. So I had an electrician come out, and he gave me an estimate, and it's going to be about $800.
It's not fixed yet?
No, he kind of fixed it to hold it over for right now, because yesterday, just part of my house went out. And it was everything that was run off a 220 line. So he came out, and he took the breaker out, that one breaker out for the air conditioning, and rewired it, kind of hardwired it together. But it's a mess right now. So
basically, you could burst into flames at any second.
No, it's pretty. He did a pretty good job on securing it, but it's still, the water's still running in when it rains. But it hasn't rained yet. So I got him coming out on Wednesday.
Luckily, we live in Ohio, and it really never rains.
It's actually supposed to rain a lot.
It's supposed to rain a lot today, yeah. But the way he's got it set up now. It's he's got everything all set so that even if it does rain, it's just it'll flow in and it'll ride out. It'll be fine.
DJ, we're at least we're recording our part separate. So if he goes, we can keep the show going.
We'll just keep going.
We got some material as far as. We're working on a comedy routine and some music, so we'll go ahead and just do that.
All right.
Yeah.
And once again, it came back to DickBullets, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Did your electrician say, just for the next couple days, wear rubber-soled shoes?
Nobody.
We want to be safe.
Wear a body condom. It's
No, but when he was working on it, he had a set of headphones on, and I could hear him go, "Oh boy, that boy can play."
That boy can play, and just like the most heavenly harmonica you've ever heard,
like dropped from the angels above.
Oh man, yeah, it's been a hell of a week, man. For me, I've had a couple of job interviews. It's just been running all over the place.
I'm excited for
this.
A couple job interviews for
driving
still.
Yeah. I went and talked to Pepsi, and then I went over to Smith's Dairy and talked to them.
Smith's, the dairy in the country.
Which is total bullshit. They are down in the exact center of Orville, like right downtown. Not where they are. That's where that's where Smucker's is, and Smith's Dairy. So it's built up pretty well.
Well,
I don't think he would drive out. Oh, go ahead.
I don't think like Smith's in the center of the town of Orville sounds as good as Smith's, the dairy in the country jingle.
Right.
He would get so mad. He would drive down there, and I can't tell you how many times I heard dairy in the country, my ass.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
Orville's
what he
kind
said
of the country, right?
It's in the country. Yeah,
It's in
Orville, Ohio,
which is a city. Okay, that city might be in the middle of the country.
What do you want it to be, like a mining town?
I know.
I'd like to be able to drive a semi through the roads to get to where I gotta go. I mean, it's really tight down there.
And this is the place he applied for.
Yeah.
So did squirrels attack the lines at your house, Woody? Is that...
No, it's just it was put in the 60s, and it's just weathered, you know? I mean,
He sent me the picture. It looks like dry rot from the sun, probably, over years and years and years.
Yeah, it's...
Now I'm paranoid. I'm going to check
yours is probably in a steel tube, you know? Like, mine just wasn't. It was... the insulation was like a fiber. It was real weird.
Did you buy a gingerbread house? Or... That's the way we could have
a sweet icing.
That's the way that we could afford a 4-story house, because it's actually made of a box. It's a large refrigerator box that we have coordinated. It was a homeless community, and he was like a land mogul and just came in and just bought every box on the block and crammed them together into their house.
I own this town.
His poor wife was like, but what if it rains? He's like, don't worry about it.
It's
just need a box cutter and bigger muscles than the next guy. Just like DJ with taking the old people's stuff and making it his stuff. I just go to the homeless and make their stuff, make their boxes my boxes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh boy. So what's our topic today?
Best TV shows or TV series.
Okay.
On in our opinion, obviously, we're not taking this off of some list. This is just strictly opinion based. I've done a lot of thinking about this, because I love TV, and these things are basically whatever TV series was the most impactful type thing, and stuff. That's one segment of this thing, I think. To me, you guys, I'll start real quick because I want to throw it out because I don't want to forget. NYPD Blue, okay? Uh-huh. You guys remember that series?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about that series, I never really watched it, but I remember when they showed what's his name's ass, and they had a
Dennis
huge,
Franz.
yeah, he's just like that.
Yeah, just like that, just like that. DJ just mooned us.
Yeah, I did, and then I banged my closet door shut and made a real loud noise. Sorry about that.
It's like he had, I don't know what that was hanging out of you. It wasn't a tail because it kind of shined in the light, but is that a butt plug? Do you have a butt plug in?
It might be. I'm not going to deny that.
I thought so.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
But my wife is going to be tearing at it here later. It just rips it out like a magician with a kerchief.
I can't wear butt plugs anymore. They just fall out.
Yeah, same here.
But were you a fan of that show? You watched it all the time?
Oh my God, yes. That and ER. Remember ER?
Yeah, I think I watched
it. Was out
the first
around the
season.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got stupid
NYPD Blue basically was the first show to push those bounds, because there was that big write-up. Dennis Franz is going to show his ass, And then David Caruso, who was the red-haired guy, was in on only, a couple seasons, and then he left to be a big movie star. It made, careers out of these guys, for these guys. Now, I don't think Dennis Franz has done too much after NYPD Blue. I don't think he has to. He's still probably suckling the teat of the NYPD Blue. Yeah, but he showed his ass off and stuff, which was, I need to phrase it the correct way. I mean, it was, I'm not going to be it was beautiful, but it was definitely groundbreaking when it came to TV at that time.
But do you think it was necessary to move the plot along? Was it?
No, not to move the plot along, but to move the direction of entertainment for.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think it was. I think it was more than necessary because if you look at it, it opened the door for every other TV show that wanted to be slightly more racy. Not like races, but racy.
Edgy.
We understood what racy is, George.
Yeah, I'm so paranoid that I'm going to sound like, some big racist.
I'm the one with the Nazi harmonica.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's true. and puts his mouth on a Nazi harp as much as he can. But no, I think that changed the direction on it as far as TV series go.
Network TV.
Yes.
TV, because The Sopranos and stuff was out. I felt like that changed the direction of television in general.
Oh, absolutely. Because we had like a group of friends that would all just get together and watch The Sopranos.
I was never in that group.
Well, because you're a vegetarian, and there was a lot of
I didn't watch
meals.
The Sopranos until the last season. I caught up, and then the last season, I got by the time I actually caught up to live, it was probably 3 weeks to go in the entire series.
So, oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you weren't on that train. Boy, everybody else was.
Yeah, that was such a good show. Woody, what did you used to watch Sopranos live?
No, not at all. No, I've watched maybe 4 episodes of The Sopranos.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
You should really get into it.
Yeah, I'm not big on like TV shows like that. I like a lot of like just like nature and documentary kind of stuff. You know, like right now I'm big into this Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates. Have you guys seen that at all? Oh, it's a fantastic show. Fantastic.
Is it like a reality type show or
well,
what?
He goes out and just investigates these like extraordinary claims and things like that, and you know like he has an archaeology degree, but he's a TV host, you know, and I mean he's going out and it's like a lot of nature kind of stuff, you know. And
so he digs in sandboxes.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty much it's a scripted real show, and I'm using quote marks. What do you think as far as like that genre, Woody? Since you're huge into that, what was the biggest show that you can remember that's in that vein?
Well,
that style?
I love Oak Island.
Is it Oak Island or
yeah, Oak Island? Like I said, Expedition Unknown.
Oak Island's
Real
not
Housewives.
really like that, though. Oak Island
is absolutely like that. It's a scripted reality. It's
yeah. I thought you said this was more of a investigating claims, almost like In Search of or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Oak Island's just a little bit more honed into one specific thing. But if they did like a different topic every week, you know, then
see, I don't watch a ton of that stuff. DJ, you watch a lot of that kind of TV too, don't you?
I do. Not as much as Woody probably, but yeah, I do. I love Oak Island. I really like shows like Hunting Hitler, where they go through South America. We talked about it, I don't know, a couple months ago. I think that might be done because it's been a long time and they haven't had another season.
See, I like I love like Sopranos, Oz. I love HBO's series, Deadwood. We used to watch
fantastic.
Deadwood.
Yeah, man, I miss
that.
Deadwood.
Was
Deadwood.
Oh, that was a great
so
show.
But then, like off of that, the greatest show that literally nobody ever watched was The Wire. That's the best series ever on the history of TV. I believe. I firmly believe.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I used to watch The Shield, the very first, maybe 1 or 2 seasons of The Shield, and I loved it up until not Forrest Whitaker. What's his name? Fishburne.
No, it was Forrest Whitaker.
Was it Forrest Whitaker? He did such a good job with that character. I hated him so much that I refused to watch the show after that. He made me so angry if he was going to be on it. Oh, God. And that's just a credit to how good of an actor he is, but it just made me so angry I couldn't watch it anymore.
Wait a second. Hold on. Take a step back here. What series did you talk about there, George? The Wire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Woody's talking about The Shield.
That's what I said. I said The Shield. I said...
I missed that.
They're a lot alike, aren't they?
No.
Oh, I thought they were. I thought that's why I didn't watch The Shield or The Wire, because I thought it was just like The Shield.
No, The Wire is actually... it takes place in Baltimore, Maryland, okay?
Right.
And basically, this detective group, they've started a new division, okay? And basically, what it turns out is they're throwing some of the outcasts of the department into this division. It's basically like a narcotics gang division, and stuff.
Wow, that sounds nothing like the Shield. It sounds exactly like the Shield. No.
But it's all about
so far it's exactly.
It is. There's this stocky bald guy that basically, right. And there was a guy that got killed by a grenade, and he's like, wham, But no, and so basically, it's all about wiretaps on these things, and like the first each season varies on like a different character plot. Like the season 1 is the projects that they've wiretapped. Season 2 goes into the Kingpins, and then season 4, I can't remember what season 3 is, but season 4, I believe, it takes place in the school and stuff, where like all this is all tied together, and at the end you figure it's so good. I mean, it's just this huge web.
I only liked the first season, but to me, it was one of the best ever made. True Detective season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It was, and season 2 was such a letdown.
Yeah, because they blew their load on season 1, but they should have just let it die at that point.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think something that we're talking about here is HBO might lead the way for the most groundbreaking shows.
Yeah, because even the new stuff, like I'm not into the whole magic stuff. I don't like that at all. But man, everybody I know loves Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Some might argue that Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead are the greatest ever. I mean, but okay, if you think about that, if you take those two shows, the predecessor to those shows that set the standard for that was Lost.
Yeah.
It was a big open world style show where it had, mystery and suspense and like social experiments and everything. It was just this huge conglomerate where it basically took, instead of taking a setting of a town or whatever, like The Sopranos was New Jersey, and you knew that this was what it was going to focus on. Lost, you had no idea. One time you're trying to figure out why the fuck is a polar bear running through the jungle, and then the other time you're thinking, well, why did a porthole just open up and people came through with 30-year-old beer, and stuff like that. It was just like these crazy concepts, and now it translates into these big open world shows like The Walking Dead, and stuff like that. So it basically set the standard where all these other shows.
I never really put Lost in that category, but I think you're probably right. I mean,
I am right. I'm 100% right.
You're always right. I always looked at Breaking Bad as what opened up all that stuff, but I guess Lost did lead up to that even. I mean,
as much as I love TV, I'm going to admit I've never watched a full season of Breaking Bad.
Oh my god!
I've never
and
seen
Better
an
Call
episode.
Saul is like the prequel to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So there's this whole like world. I have to watch it because I've probably watched half of the first season of Breaking Bad, and I loved it.
When it starts getting good too. I mean, I have a couple friends that tried to give it a watch. JD tried to give it a watch. The first few shows are dry, and he couldn't make it past that. But I just kept telling him, man, I think it's the best television series ever made. Ever.
Really?
I don't even have a close second. I mean,
really?
I have a
it's
lot of
that
really
good?
Yeah, it's that good. It's awesome.
Star Trek?
Dude, Breaking Bad's different, though. I mean, like...
I've got issues with Star Trek.
Well, you're an idiot.
No. Actually, like, I've legitimately...
Like what?
Started watching some of it, okay? The Next Generation.
It's the greatest.
Star Trek The Next Generation.
Mwah.
There is some bad... You could tell, like... It spanned over a certain course of time where the props look atrocious, but then in other episodes, they look great.
The first couple seasons, they didn't have a big budget. Maybe the first season they did, but like the second season, season 3, they didn't have a giant budget until they started getting a little bigger. But the problem with Next Gen is that the first couple seasons, it took place in the late 80s, early 90s, through that span. And there were a lot of really messed up racist things that were in that show.
More sexist than racist.
No, there was very bad racism. Remember when they went to the planet of like the African tribe?
Oh, yeah, that was pretty blatant.
It was really bad. Really bad. But it was at a time where a lot of stuff was like that. So, I mean, it wouldn't be like that now. I mean, but it was bad. Looking back on it now, it's like, oh, God, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
And what is Deep Space Nine? Is that the one right after?
Yes. Right after
they went
the
along
Next
the same
Generation.
time, actually. Yeah, they started about 3/4 of the way through next gen. Deep Space Nine started.
Yeah, you could tell it's kind of... in Deep Space Nine is where they're separated from everything else, correct?
No, that's Voyager.
Voyager separated, yeah.
I'm sorry. You know what? That's what I was thinking of because I wanted to bitch about this one show, this one episode of that, where it's the water planet and they figured out...
Oh, yeah, it's held in by the gravity, the generator in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. I was really pissed off at the characters' costumes. They were atrocious.
Nah, I can't argue that. It might have been.
It was like, I'm like watching it. I'm like, what the hell is this? So they've like basically gave them pig noses and claim that they live underwater. And it's not good. It wasn't good.
I don't remember specifically what those aliens look like because I've seen all of them and some of them blend together. But some of them were really bad decisions.
Yeah.
The new Star
I don't
Trek
know,
series,
man.
Discovery's awesome.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I like
You
the
haven't
Next
even seen
Generation.
one. What do you mean you don't know?
I like the Next Generation, and that's it. As far as all the Star Trek, that's the only series that I liked at all.
He doesn't give him a shot.
This is where you guys break up. I love it.
It is.
Yeah. Then you
keep
there,
talking
there
about
you
what
are.
you don't like.
There you are to swoop in with DickBullets and just swoop them right up. But
I'll write a Star Trek song for you, DJ.
I tell you what show, it's brand new right now, and I absolutely love it, and that's the Orville.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Star Trek spin-off. It's basically Seth MacFarlane, I believe, set out to make the new Star Trek. And they wouldn't give him, he couldn't get the rights. And so he's like, well, fuck it, I'll make the Orville. And it's like, it's basically the Next Generation.
But
is it
funnier.
a comedy, though, or...
It has funny parts in it, but it's not a comedy.
Because he's hilarious.
People talk like they would talk in real life. Like,
yes.
As opposed to the real scripted kind of, real proper and stuff like that. Just it's
they make
funny.
Snarky little comments.
Right. Yeah. Like his Seth MacFarlane's the captain, and his next in command is his ex-wife who cheated on him. So he's always
snarky comments.
Yeah, making comments about her infidelity and shit like that.
It's real great. He's real bitter.
Yeah, that's
a
fantastic show.
Are you guys fans of the way that TV seems to be going right now? With the everything like Netflix. I'm going to give credit to Netflix here, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Netflix has been releasing a season at a time because people love binge watching.
Yeah.
It's great.
Are you
it's
a
great.
fan of that kind of programming?
I have strong opinions here.
So do I.
Let's hear it.
I
You're a
love
very
binge
strong
watching.
boy.
I am a strong boy. I love binge watching, but I kind of have to do it like a good example is the wife and I just watched Shameless.
So good.
It's so good. Oh my God, what a great show. But we just discovered it. Oh, I mean, I heard about it a while ago. I didn't know what it was. And finally we gave it a watch. And we just caught all the way up. And so luckily for us, we have 3-4 days or something, or a week before the season 8 comes out.
See, that's what sucks about binge watching.
Yeah, but after that, you're screwed. Because as soon as you catch up on the new season, it's a year. It's one calendar year, sometimes 15, 16 months before the next season comes out. And that makes it lose fans. But you can't make it any quicker because it's like a 10 or 12-hour story.
See, that's the thing. But if we're saying that, the coolest thing that Netflix does is gives you one season, and you're never ever behind if you follow the seasons, like House of Cards. you know, and when they released that, they're going to release the entire season of House of Cards, and people were like, whoa, because that was, honestly think that was the first series that was released like that on Netflix. I'm almost, if I'm mistaken, you know, the listeners can let us know or whatever, and they will.
Oh, they will.
Because they're vicious.
They're loud.
They are loud and proud. But yeah, they released that whole thing, you know, in one big block. And then
I'll tell you what, as far as I'm concerned with Netflix, like Netflix has just completely changed the way I watch television, even on cable television. Like, I will not watch a rerun of anything anymore. There's so much content out there that there's always and so reruns have no fascination for me at all. I can't sit there and watch something I've already watched.
I can watch Star Trek reruns and that's it.
Well, if it's like something like The Next Generation, which I haven't seen in 20 years, I can go back and watch the whole thing from beginning to end. But I can't just sit there and like a show that just like came out last week, watch it again. You know what I'm talking about? How like
I do.
I say I can't.
Here's what Jamie will do, and you guys might actually be able to use this. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. She will watch like when The Walking Dead comes out. Okay, we'll watch the entire season.
Slow down on the singing and that, and maybe that'll get your voice. Maybe you should save your voice for important things. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe you should learn
to take the rest of the show off, George, because we might have a tour.
Yeah, and maybe you should learn to play an instrument so you could learn so you can join DickBullets.
I have my priorities
There's
straight.
always a spot for you, buddy.
There's always a spot. I mean, if you want to play jug, you can do that and whatever you want. But actually, okay, let me get back to what Jamie does because it's genius.
Okay.
She will watch the current season of, let's say, The Walking Dead. And then in between, like a month before the next season of The Walking Dead comes out, she will rewatch the previous season or the previous two seasons to refresh her mind on exactly what happened.
You almost
instead of a previously on,
No, because you don't get everything in the previously on.
And how about talking about the Shield, though? How many times were they like, previously on the Shield? And it showed that guy just eating a dick.
Yeah.
He was like,
oh, yeah.
you know that was a running joke. You remember, like,
Acevedo?
it was JD was always into it. With Acevedo, we'd be like, previously on the Shield.
Well, I get the Woody's the double drive-through anxiety with the new seasons because I get so nervous about watching it. Like House of Cards, absolutely love that show. The new season that came out like in March, I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to wait 12 to 15 months for the next one. So I'm going to wait till it gets closer, and then I'm probably going to have to rewatch the last few shows of the previous season, and then I'll blow through that season. The new one will come out. And then that'll probably be the end of House of Cards.
But how do you avoid spoilers? That's the problem.
I mean, I'm not going into chat rooms.
It's Facebook is the one that spoils everything for me.
Facebook would only ruin Game of Thrones.
Walking Dead.
Maybe Walking Dead, yeah. But it's not going to ruin the House of Cards.
Well, they probably have House of Cards fan pages on Facebook.
Yeah, but I don't have
it.
Well,
I guess you can avoid it. You can avoid spoilers like that.
What is your guys' rule on spoilers? How much time has to overlap?
I don't watch anything current, so
I don't either. So it's very hard for me to say that.
Yeah, like I'm not watching Walking Dead. I'm not watching Game of Thrones. I read the books, So, but the story kind of
nerd. I'm sorry, I had a nerd got in my throat.
But
nerd.
It just totally. You're not going to really spoil anything because it's taken two different directions from what I understand, the series and the books. So
yeah, I don't. I surprise here. I have not read the books, and I've heard that it does take a couple, and they're actually rushing the ending right now.
George has heard that there was books.
And there's a lot of fucking words in those
and
books.
no pictures.
Yeah, there's not even pencil sketches that I could look at.
No
like
pop-ups.
Oh,
nothing.
there's Mordor. There's the Eye of Sauron. That kind of thing. No, I think direction of TV for you guys. If you can look forward into the next 5 years, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Flying cars. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Direction of television. I think it's going to be... There's going to be two separate branch offs of it. One is going to be more reality based. Kind of like, how I went crazy there for a while. I think it's going to do that again. The whole YouTube's changing TV a lot too. You got a lot of YouTube stars now instead of television.
Well, and they launched their own network too.
Oh,
Yeah, what is that, Red Channel or something like that?
Yeah, and they have YouTube Red. They have original series now, but also now you can rent movies directly off YouTube.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I just noticed it, and
Yeah.
they're $4.99 instead of if you run them off your cable, they're like $7.
Yeah.
They're $4.99 on YouTube, which is it blows my mind.
Oh, speaking
$4.99? Are you out of your mind? How are they making money? Go ahead.
JD has fought the Fire Stick. Just fought it tooth and nail. He just got one, and he can't stop talking about it.
Well, here's the problem.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
I was in on a... Woody wasn't in on this because we still haven't added him to that group text.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or the band.
I hate it. I didn't want to pull the bandage off that scab.
I
okay?
actually tried to add him. I think you have to do it with an Android. I looked up how to do it. You go to the details page, and then you add somebody.
No,
I
don't
do not
bother.
Have the ad.
Don't
I'm
bother.
still
That's
not
where you
gonna-
guys can talk about DickBullets, because I don't give a fuck about that either.
Well, they were talking about... oh, my God. What were we just talking
I
about?
think you're going to get into internet speeds.
No.
No, we're talking about
Here's what it was.
Fire Stick.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about the Fire Stick. I can't get the Indians, because the Indians were in the playoffs. I can't watch the playoffs. And everybody was going on and on and on. And the only one who could watch the playoffs is the guy that actually pays for satellite.
No, I got it.
This guy. Right here.
I got it. Your brother
This
got
guy.
it. No, we all got
I'm the only
game.
one.
We just
I'm
didn't.
the only one.
Oh, my
My
God.
shit
Not
never
everybody
glitched.
knew where to go to get it.
It's all about the money. Entertainment money.
Your brother had it.
Dollar.
Your brother had it from the
Dollar,
Fire Stick,
dollar.
and he told us.
I'm just going to talk over you because I know I'm right. I know I'm kind of right. No, I'm just kidding. No, the Fire Stick is incredible. It is.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I need to get that. And just cancel cable.
Which brings me to where I firmly believe television or entertainment is going to go. And I think it's all going to be subscription-based, on-demand, pay-per-view stuff.
Now, here's the problem with that. I really thought that for a long time. But the cable companies and all these other little companies are doing everything they can to keep that from happening. They say, it's a la carte. No, it's you choose from this package, which has half the stuff you want, and this package,
Yes.
which has half the stuff you want. Oh, you want something from both of them? Well, then you got to buy both of them and stick it together.
They'll split Nickelodeon and
Disney.
They'll
They'll
split
split
ESPN and Fox
right,
Sports.
Right.
Yes.
Because they know...
Which is smart.
No, it's...
But there will be a company that comes out and goes, guys, listen, are you a football fan? Buy our football package. Are you baseball? Buy our baseball package. Do you like reality TV? Here's our reality TV package.
Here's the problem, though. It's things like, what's that internet? Sling TV.
Yeah.
It's stuff
Yes.
like that, but they're not going to get the older crowd because they don't want to have to switch ports on their TV, switch sources.
But I'm not trying to be morbid. The older crowd is finally going to go away. Finally, they're going away.
They're going to
And
take Trump with them.
we are going to be the older crowd. We're pushing 40 years, we're in that demographic from
Pushing
40 to
40?
60 now.
You guys are over 40, my
Well,
friends.
but seriously, we're that demographic
Yeah,
from
you're right.
40 to 65.
We're pulling 40, George, not pushing 40.
I'm pushing it.
If we are the older generation now, when it comes to it,
You're
we're
not
already
yet,
comfortable with that.
You're not yet, though. That's
My
then
body
again, you
begs
did
to
say
differ.
The future. You said the future, so okay.
And if we go 5 to 10 years in in the future, we're at 50 years old, 50 plus years old. We still have a computer literacy. Our generation's grown up with that.
Worldwide at this point.
It's basically, yes, we're going to have like some kind of tour that goes crazy. And
reality shows following us around.
Yeah, it'll be like a Woodstock, but for DickBullets and a couple of their other friends' bands. Yes, and Dick Stock. That's
gonna be a tour.
It's so good. This band is going to be worldwide.
Dick Stock.
Pitbull is no longer Mr. Worldwide. We are. But yeah, I think it goes. Woody's just so mad that he doesn't.
It's fine. I'm glad you guys have a hobby. You know, it's cool.
Hobby. All right. How about old comedy? Like,
MASH?
whether it be 80s, 90s. Yeah.
I loved MASH. I watched every.
What do you love? What do you hate?
MASH. I loved it. Loved it. Watched every episode of it.
My dad's a big MASH guy. Huge. I'm not that into it, although it's funny. Every one I watch, I laugh.
Wasn't your wife into
Cheers.
it for a little while? Oh, Cheers. That was a great one.
Cheers is
and
one
Night
of my
Court.
favorites.
I've been watching a lot of Night Court lately, too, again.
Where do you find old
Spiner's
Night
first
Courts?
appearance.
There is a...
Fire Stick.
I've got Dish Network, and they have a channel that's all 80s sitcoms.
Huh.
Like, they have Night Court. Oh my God! What is the other one that was on after Night Court?
Moonlighting?
No, they have the Golden Girls.
Wings.
Dear John,
Wings, yeah.
Night Court.
Dear John. Wow, I forgot about that one.
There's all these shows that were just epic. You know, MASH being one of them. I agree,
Yeah.
MASH is so good. But Night Court, man, that
was a great show, yeah.
Did that lead into Married with Children, kind of, as far as raunchy comedy? Or did they run at the same time?
No, I think Night Court was way before Married with Children. Because Night Court was 80s. Whereas...
So was Married with Children.
No, well... Oh, I know. I'd say that was more 90s.
I'm pulling Google.
It might have been the very end of the 80s, but it was
Talk
mostly
amongst
90s.
yourselves.
Woody, how about Picket Fences?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Remember that?
No.
And then what is the what's the
what was Picket
David
Fences?
Lynch? Picket Fences was like a show that no. Scratch Picket Fences. I always call it Picket Fences, but it's not. It's the David Lynch. What is the
Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks, that's it.
Oh,
Twin
My mom-
Twin
Children,
Peaks.
87 to 97.
right, yeah, late
Was
80s.
what, Night
So it
Court?
was mostly 90s.
Married with
Married with Children, yeah. You see, you gotta figure, like, right around that era was when I was, like, I had graduated high school, so I was staying out all night, and,
84 through 92.
you know, being home on a Thursday night to watch television wasn't my thing. You know, if I wasn't working, I was out partying.
Yeah. Cocaine.
Snorting coke right off strippers' asses.
I was listening to fucking Winger and just getting a raging blue veiner because I'm doing blow right off of a
Winger.
stripper's backside. No, I think like Twin Peaks could have been the precedence to the newer shows that we were talking about earlier because it was like one of those crazy ass
Yeah,
type
definitely.
concept shows.
What was that? Northern Exposure was not as hardcore crazy as Twin Peaks, but it was more of a, you know, like a weird.
Well, I think off of Twin Peaks you got the X-Files. Does that make sense to
Yeah,
say
that makes
that?
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's another show I never watched. That everybody else I know did, and that was for around that
watched
time
a
when I
lot
was
of
going out, so I never saw any
How
of them.
about...
Coke
All right, so we've covered the old stuff. We've covered the new stuff.
My favorite comedy of all time and is Seinfeld.
Oh, it's so good. The show about nothing.
Not Perfect Strangers?
Oh, okay, all right. You caught me in a lie. I do love me some Belky.
Yep.
I do.
My Two Dads is my favorite sitcom ever.
That was a good one. I watched that a lot as a kid.
It was actually good. And you know what else was good? Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Girl
so that
Meets
was-
World sucks.
with Topanga.
But Boy Meets World and Saved by the Bell, that was just... I was just too old for that stuff. Like, just...
missed it,
yeah, I missed it all.
The whole TGIF, I think you probably missed that whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Family Matters, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, and I don't think I ever watched a single Saved by the Bell episode. But that's what all of our friends talk about it all the time, you know?
You know, the biggest thing with, like, the earlier TV shows and how they've, like, morphed. Like, if you remember looking back, the Brady Bunch was the first together, like,
Blended
Woody,
family.
what is the word? Blended family. That's
Blended,
it. Sorry,
yeah,
I
right.
should have asked
DJ.
you.
DJ, not Woody.
I should have asked you. I mean, you're the brains behind DickBullets and the show. So, clearly, because you won the contest, right?
Trivia, yeah. I did.
The quiz show.
I did.
Yeah. So, anyways, the first blended family and stuff like that. So, I think it was basically, what is that?
It's a trophy.
It's a baseball. Did you steal that off of the
Yeah,
child?
I'm not going to say what it was. I just it's a trophy. I won the contest. I have a trophy. That's all. I'm just leaving it there.
I think you stole that off of a child.
It was mine from a kid. I was like 6 years old. I won T-ball championship.
You know, I actually got a trophy from baseball for setting the record of getting hit.
Couldn't move out of the way, huh?
No, very slow and plodding. I was just they were like, lean over the plate, fat ass. And I'd be like, okay. You know, because they were like, it's not going to hurt you, walrus boy. So, but anyways.
I got 2 baseball trophies in my life. Once was most improved in fourth grade. Yeah, 4th grade baseball.
Yeah, you never want to be that.
But we also we won the whole thing. Our team. It wasn't my doing. I had nothing to do with it. But my second baseball trophy was the John Lyons Best Batting Average trophy for
I like how he
softball.
looked. He said John Lyons, and he looked at us as like, "Is that a name?"
Could that be, his name was Pal Pipkin?
Was I right on
Who's
that?
John Lyons?
I don't know. You guys gave me the trophy. It was someone on our team.
I have no idea.
What?
Oh,
Our softball team?
from Hills Auto.
We gave
softball
you-
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave you a trophy for we finally removed the face mask off your hat when you were in the field because you would just stand there and you'd like pick Mama had a baby and his head popped off. He'd be out in the outfield. And how many times did you get hit in the face, you know?
I believe that trophy was for best batting average, by the way.
I don't think so.
It was.
I really honestly think that might have been a joke.
Yeah, I think it might have been a joke.
There was nothing good on our team.
No.
Including your batting average.
No, actually, I it was crazy, but I think I think I got a single like every time I batted.
You blossomed. You found your niche.
Yeah, it was just right over the second baseman's head. As hard as I could hit it, would just plop right over the second baseman's head.
He's like,
Oh,
Pete
it's
Rose.
beautiful. It's Texas League. Or what is that called? Oh, the single. Oh my gosh. I can't think of it. Me not being able to think of it's real Bush League, you know? I don't know. I think we've beaten this TV series thing to death. We kind of veered
Couple
off a
times,
little
it's
bit.
okay.
It's a ShufflePod.
Yeah, we shuffled it up.
I don't know. Anybody have anything before we close?
I know we missed a lot of really, really good TV shows, and people are going to be like, "Well, what about this? You guys forgot this." You know, it just we hit our favorites, or the ones that we liked, the ones that we watched. You know, so
Yeah, so
keep your comments
basically,
to yourself.
fuck you. Is that what he said?
That's basically it. Well, people want to know if they want a little more ShufflePod. I'm going to be on the podcast. This song effing sucks.
I can't wait for that.
I'm actually recording it right after this show, pretty much. So we'll put the link information up on our Facebook page of how you guys can get that show and stuff. So wish me luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing that.
And guys, I'm just kidding. If you guys do have any shows that we forgot, feel free to email them to DickBullets@gmail.com.
Feel free to
And they'll answer.
write them down on a piece of paper, roll it up, and shove it up your ass.
Stick it up your rooty fruity asses. Yeah, we don't care what you think. Hey, what's your favorite? It doesn't matter. What's your favorite show? Ow, I just hit my elbow on the computer behind me.
Karma.
Go ahead,
Ow,
Woody.
it hurts.
Tell them how
It
to get
hurts,
home
it
with
hurts.
us.
All right. But Best way to get a hold of us is to go to the www.theshufflepod.com. From there, you can email us. You can hit our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram accounts. Or if you want to support the show, for as little as a quarter a show, you could support us on our Patreon page, and there's a link to that on the shufflepod.com.
Quarter a show.
If you guys want DickBullet stickers, DJ and I are working on them. Basically, they're just wadded up tissues. All right, guys, have a great one. Until next week,
Later.
Peace out.
See ya.